Get your jam on. No, let's never do that.
Whoa, man,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
The tag team channel. Oh, that's another channel.
That's a different story, yeah.
What's up, boys and girls? It is Wednesday night once again.
It is.
It is K&E Hour live again. I'm E.
I'm K. Every damn Wednesday, I'm K.
That was my announcement. We are live.
All right.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that little bell next to it because we don't ever want you to miss when we're coming on live.
Live
In
from
color.
Texas. In color. Come on. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that bell. We want to see you every week. Jump on here, have a few beers, have a few laughs with us. Tell us what's bothering you in the world. And we're going to tell you how to fix that problem.
And I'll tell you something else, too. If you'll look just right underneath our heads, you'll see a couple of links there. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Hunt Eddie down. Follow him on Instagram.
And just follow me around if you see me. We might have some good times.
I mean, yeah, if you see me walking through Walmart, just follow me there, too.
I might need some help carrying shit out of the store.
Although you're not going to see me walking through Walmart. That ain't going to happen. But if y'all see
We've
me
done
at
it.
the Home Depot, feel free to follow me.
We've got video of us throwing footballs through there, and they told us to stop it.
Yeah,
Please leave.
They're a little bitchy about that.
It's kind of contiguous.
Yeah.
I also want to point out that we were sick last week.
Yes.
We've been sick the last couple of weeks. And so Friday we popped on here. We wanted to do a little, let y'all know we were still here.
We're still alive.
Yeah, we were still around. We're here, but last week we was really down, and I think we were sick at the same time. Let me just light that cigarette up right there. And so we did a little show Friday night. We want to let everybody know that, you know, we're still around. We're not dead, stuff like that. But we had a couple of comments on the private sector of the show here. You know, some people were like commenting on the side, making a comment about me doing this for like a second or two. And then I came back going, somebody said something about, are you leaning over doing some cocaine? I just want you to know that there was not a single line of cocaine harmed in the making of this video last week. There were no lines cut, so no, that was harmed. I was blowing my nose because I was still a little bit under. I was Australian. I was way down under the weather.
The only reason I wasn't doing it is I was just sitting over here being nasty.
But we're better. We're better now. We still got some residual, but we're a lot better. So we're going to try to make your asses laugh tonight.
Friday may not have been our best show, but hey, we at least got on. We let everybody know we're still around. The K&E Hour ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We're going to be here. Let's holler out at both the Mitchell boys. We got one says, what's going on, fellas?
What's up there? Love you, buddy.
We got another one, what's up, boys? That'd be Dustin.
Love you too, buddy.
So, always shout out. We see them every Wednesday. We like our faithful followers there.
That's our loyal fans right there.
So,
we ever get big and famous, you two are the ones we're going to come talk to because we remember you.
oh, tell the truth. When we get big and famous, we'll forget all about the Mitchell boys.
No,
I'm playing.
Don't you listen to that so much. I got you, boys.
I'm playing. I'm just playing with you.
Both you motherfuckers have pickup in your driveway.
Woo, he's getting us really big and famous.
Spread the word. I also want to point out to Natty.
We're still waiting.
Still waiting, but you need to come on through. You know you love us. You call us legends. Let's make it happen. We need to be the myth, the legend of fucking K&E boys.
All right.
I dropped the F-bomb.
We made it 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Here's the thought, folks. Just to get us out there a little bit more. I tend to drop the F-bomb a little too much, Kyle says. I'm the culprit.
You think?
And Kyle sometimes slips one because I've said it too many times. So then Kyle will be like, you know, this and that. Get your friends together. Come over to the house one night.
Your house, not mine.
Don't be showing up here, man. We ain't got enough room in this office here. Get your boys together. Get it on the phone. Throw it up on the smart TV. Make it a drinking game.
Every time Eddie cusses, take a drink.
every time Eddie drops the F-bomb.
Well, you'll still be drunk, but if you do it every time Eddie cusses, you'll be wasted.
Because sitting down, I think you're just giving. And if we say like holy this or holy that, make it a triple drink, make it a double, something.
Yeah.
Make this show lovable and likable for everything you do in life. From sitting there, the after party at a funeral, the after party, this and that. Just hang at the house, make it a drinking game. But bring your friends, get everybody subscribed.
It's moments like this I can't help but wonder, why the hell do I hang out with you?
We've been friends way too damn long.
You just an odd duck sometimes.
Yeah, I know every odd duck needs a straight duck.
Okay.
Somebody's got to lead the road.
So I'm the straight guy. That makes him.
Say it. I'll slap the dentures right out, bro.
That makes him the non-straight.
Oh, I'm straight. Bring a check over. I'll make out with her right on the spot. Girl, what's your number for? I don't want it no more.
All right. Well, we've got all the stupid shit out the way.
Somebody was talking about the show.
That's all right. Did they realize that we're doing a show?
That's the problem child.
Okay.
The problem child. Now, you're watching live. You just texted me. I'm going to tell you something. Tanya, out there watching our show, you can't see the live chat. I don't know what to tell you, girl. Just listen to the show. If it's something important, it's over to the right. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what your phone looks like. I don't know how you're watching it. We're going to have a talk about this tomorrow at the office. Anyways, how the hell's your week going, brother?
My week has been phenomenal. I'm finally over thinking I'm going to die. Now, I am a little bit upset. The people that I work for have actually expected me to do work this week. Now, I'm not used to that, and that's bothering me a little bit.
Those fat rascals.
I know. But other than that, it's going great.
All right.
So we have got a shit ton of things we can get to today on this show.
We've got a lot of shit over here we want to
Right.
talk about. That could be like a half drink.
Have to, just take a sip if it's just like shit or damn or whatever. But I personally, as always, I like to let you open us up. What you got on your mind today, Ed?
I just want to point out that we've got some things that we still.
That is very interesting. I am glad we talked about that.
That's what's called a shut off. He smucked me.
Anybody watching, if you've got anything you want to hear about, you got a question, it don't matter. Comment, throw it out there. We'll talk about it. If it's not stupid. If it's a stupid question, we ain't answering it.
Well,
but
some stupid questions like the lifeblood.
Well, I mean, stupid's okay, but I mean, if you're stupid, we're not going to answer it.
You know who you are. All right. We've got a certain.
Go ahead, though. I did not mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to get
if there was a chick standing right here, this would be called a cock block. But since it's questions, it's just being rude.
So, did you have anything you wanted to talk about, or
I do want to talk about
because you had 3 minutes to whine, and that was before the show started. So,
and I got all my whining out of the way in those
apparently
3 minutes.
not, because you're whining now.
That next lap is going to be all elbow. That's all I'm saying. Love you, buddy.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. He's got it written on his hands here. So
this is how I work. So, but anyways, I just got a beep on my phone. Tony, if that's you, look and learn. We're still waiting to get 100 subscribers to eat that hot-ass bear up there.
I ain't eating the bear.
Okay.
Go ahead. With
Are
your
you just
story.
like taking over my phone there?
No, I just go with your story. I thought you was talking.
Anyways, we're at 46. All right. We need more subscribers. We want the bigger numbers. And he's touching my phone. He's touching all kinds of shit in my phone.
Well, I can't get to your messages.
It's right here, Kyle. I mean, just let's
Okay.
put the key in. That's you.
Who just messaged you? Well, you talk to the people. Don't talk to me.
Well, it's not showing up now. Go to do this.
Do this.
There you go. It's right there at the top.
Okay, talk to the people.
All right.
Talk
Anyways, technical difficulty 356. I don't like it when other people do. He's going to get queer porn on my phone. This is how Kyle does things.
It's there. It's there.
Anyways, we're still waiting to get 100. That bear is still sitting right there next to our producer, Loretta. 100 subscribers. We're going to eat that. One of us is going to have a live death on the show. I thought you stole my cigarette again.
Are you gonna tell your story or not?
I am telling stories, Kyle.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're talking about the damn bear, death bear.
I was just pointing out that we still need subscribers.
You're worried about your phone. You're worried about the cigarette.
It's not my fault that she doesn't understand how to read and write.
Well, figure it out.
Well, you know,
I was going to answer it, but you got all pissy about me being on your phone.
Go to the live chat, Tanya. I'm turning this fucking phone off. There's another drink for somebody.
Feel free to text me, Tanya. I'll help you.
We can't get that girl to understand things, man. We love you to death, Tanya, but damn it to hell. Read a book. Learn how things work. We told you, it's on the right over there. It's over here on the right. It's over here on the screen some damn way.
Okay,
Anyways,
so hold on. Tanya can't see our live chat.
She cannot see the live chat.
Okay. Tanya goes not through an app or nothing else. Go on your phone, on your browser, and just go straight to YouTube. Then search for K&E Hour and bring it up. If you're on the app or whatever, that's probably why you can't see the chat. Just go straight to YouTube on the internet, look up K&E Hour. You ought to be able to see the live chat. Okay. See, it's not that hard. We take care of our people.
Well, I want to take care of our people, but she's going to text that phone 3 more times.
I want to hear the damn story you started telling.
What was I saying? What was I saying?
I don't know. It was right there.
No crack was harmed in filming this video. But last week I was telling you about this guy at work.
Okay.
You remember that?
We're to a story. All
We're to a
right.
story.
We are cooking now.
This guy was telling me at work that he is got some issues with the law.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say his name, but a lot of people know who we're talking about.
Well, yeah, but if he's got issues with the law, we probably shouldn't name him.
Right. Well, he's got this issue where he had a no license, no insurance ticket, and stuff like that. So there's bills to pay on that. You got to pay some fines and this and that.
Right, of course.
Well, he has let that lax. He has let it slide back, and he hasn't made those payments. So they put a warrant out for the boy. So the boy tells me, swear to God, that's you, Tanya. I'm going to knee kick you. So we just lying and shit up here. But anyways, I felt for the guy, you know. So I was like, well, what's happening, man? Tell me what's going on. He said, well, I talked to this judge. He said, the judge told me that if he said he called the judge and told the judge, hey, I no longer have a car. So I don't think I should have a no insurance, no driver's license ticket.
Yeah, because that is definitely how that works. Yeah.
Just because you don't have a car no more, that shit's still in effect.
Right.
To me, it's like an armed robbery.
Right. I sold that knife, so I can't be in trouble for using it to stab somebody.
Like, you wanted its own video, can't they even have your names like, who's robbing us? Well, I'm so-and-so.
Right.
It's like the friendly California robber. I'm so-and-so. I'll be your robber this evening. You know? Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Here's can I keep the credit cards and drive? Yeah, okay. We just want the cash. But anyways, he tells me that he talked to this judge, and the judge told him, I understand, but come on in and talk to us, and we'll see if we can work this out.
Right. Yeah, that's the oldest one in the book.
But like
I'm just calling to see if I have any warrants. Well, I can't tell you on the phone, but if you'll come in,
come on in and talk to us, and we'll look into
out. Yeah.
But I told him, I said, it's like armed robbery. You know? If you rob a bank with a gun and you hold it to someone's head, like, give me all your money, or I'm going to fucking paint that wall behind you with your brain matter. That's an armed robbery.
And when he's looking at me, this is not a part of the show, guys.
I have issues. We'll talk later. But if you call up the cops, once they put the warrants out, like, hey, this is our suspect, we're going to arrest him for this armed robbery. You call up the cops and say, hey, look, I'm so-and-so. Yeah, I robbed it, but I no longer have a gun. So can we drop the arm?
Yeah, drop.
Oh, okay, okay, you're right. Yeah, you don't. Well, we're just gonna call it robbery.
Mhm.
I don't think they do that.
But what if you lost the money? Now it ain't armed or robbery.
Well, it goes back to the event happened.
Right.
Shit went down. You're still in trouble.
But yeah, I don't know this particular coworker, but let me tell you, if you drive up there for them to fix this, yeah, your ass going to jail.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
About as full of more shit than a Christmas turkey. And I hear he watches the show, so I mean, love you. Appreciate you watching. Sorry that,
Yeah. Shout out to he who must not be named. But anyways, I got in a little trouble one time myself.
No.
Yeah, I had a parking.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did. I had a parking ticket. I'm not gonna talk about other shit. I'm gonna talk about this parking ticket. Got a parking ticket downtown Wichita Falls. Forgot about it. Months went by, and I guess they did one of them what they call a warrant roundup. You ever heard the Red River warrant roundup or something?
Yeah, they make it sound like it's some kind of festival. Everybody come on down. I mean, we're gonna serve cake.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, back when I was with this ex-old girl I was with, I was sitting in my house one night, sitting in my recliner with a TV tray, and I was eating dinner. And my front door was open, my glass door was shut, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, this guy walks up there, gun on his hip, not a uniform, just a regular old dude, belt, buckle, and all that, cowboy hat on, knocking on my glass door. And I'm like, he's like, I see you. I'm sitting there eating, I'm moving my tray and stuff. I go to the door, and I'm like, can I help you? We're trying to have dinner. He's like, I'm so-and-so with the sheriff's department over here. You have a warrant for your arrest. I'm like, for real? I apologize.
I don't think apologizing helps at that moment.
Whatever I did not mean to do it. But he told me, you got a parking ticket. I'm supposed to arrest you. He said, but I am not going to arrest a man who's just got off of work and trying to have dinner.
Right.
He's like, can you call the office tomorrow and try to straighten out? I said, I absolutely will.
Right.
He gave me all the information, told me it was a parking ticket. I said, I ain't going to lie, I plumb forgot about it. He's like, no problems. Come in and make that, or I will have to arrest you on your next dinner.
Right.
I was like, I appreciate that.
Did he have a pen in his pocket?
Probably.
But you didn't see it?
I didn't pay attention.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just wondering if cops use those gel pens.
Tell that story. I forgot about that story.
Well, I can't really tell that story without incriminating somebody that's in the room.
Let me tell you something. I had another issue long time ago. What was it, like 37 years ago?
No, it ain't been that damn long, but
it's 30 years ago.
All right, I'm going to shorten this up for you. Smoke your cigarette, enjoy yourself there. Is that damn fan on? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Eddie had little troubles. We're not going to get into all that. They invited him to come stay with them for a little while.
Summer camp.
So, right, summer camp. But so, after a very polite invitation, he went and stayed with them for several months.
several months.
Well, fast forward. He's talking to my wife. And she is talking about gel pens. You can go to the dollar store, the Walmart, Walgreens, wherever, and buy them, and that's what they're called, gel pens. G-E-L pens. Eddie gets all off.
This is not a proud moment for me.
He here gets all off beside himself. Oh, no, hell no. That is not a gel pen. Sheila tries to tell him, yes, that is a gel pen. No, he is adamant. No, that is not what they use in jail. I've been in jail, and that is not the pens that they use.
Sheila had to explain to me, it's not where it's from.
It's what it is. But
after a brief introduction into, explaining shit, I was like, I'm sorry.
But yeah, he's very upset over the use of the word jail, for the pen.
They were new. I was learning stuff. So, I mean, this should happen.
What else you got on your hand? On your mind. What else you got on your mind?
Let me tell you what I got on my hand here. Well, that's some numbers off some windows I was trying to find earlier on the job site. Windows were found. High five. I don't have to pay for that lost window.
You can tell we are very highly technical here in our production.
He knows all the Twitters. I can spell Twitter. That's about it.
I bet you can't. How many T's are in Twitter?
It's TWI, the letter 3, or the letter 3.
So there's 6 T's in Twitter.
6.
Okay.
And only 3 A's. So, Twitter and shit. Have you ever noticed that shit about Twitters and the Facebook even?
Yeah, because
Facebook.
I do know all the Twitters.
You do know all the Facebook is a spying mother.
Oh, heck yeah.
Fucker.
I'm
throwing the drink word out there.
I stopped myself, but go ahead.
3 drinks.
The game is for them, not us.
Oh, that's right. That's your game. Make it a drinking game. Come watch it. It's a good time. But anyways, have you ever noticed how Facebook works?
Yeah.
There's a section on there like people you may know. Let me throw that tampon up there. I'm still a little problem.
Oh.
But have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
That you can walk by somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll say, this person. This might be a person you know.
Yeah, somebody you saw at Walmart 3 days ago you've never met in your life.
Yeah, you just make eye contact. And it's like people you may know. I was at the casino one time, and I was playing a game, and there was somebody like a machine or 2 down from me. There was nobody between us, but we were talking. We was like, oh, yeah, we was having good luck, both of us. So we was hooting and hollering. I'll be damned if the next day I didn't have a friend request or a friend option, I guess, or someone you might want a friend. It was a chick from the casino. It's like, you may know her. You may have a lot of common interest.
Yeah, that's how come when I see like a hot chick somewhere, I always like to go stand right in front of her. Maybe pull out my phone, just in case it needs to be looking at her.
Look at my feathers.
Yeah, hopefully, the next day, maybe it'll show that hot chick and be, hey, y'all should be friends.
Right.
I agree. We should. What's happening, Zach?
Zachary Miles, buddy. America.
Zachary says, Eddie, you my boy.
America, motherfucker.
You is little boy blue.
I said that for it again. Everybody drink.
Yeah.
This is your drinking game, not ours, but I'm going to
join y'all if you
don't
help
mind. Get it started out there. Yeah, but Facebook a spying ass machine.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But anyway, are we getting close to time for
I don't know, brother. I'm letting you run with it. If you're out of things to tell me, then you just open it up. I've got plenty that we can do, but
I got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Like I said, I mean,
we do have a segment here for Kyle that we're going to do here in a few minutes.
All right.
And this segment is what I like to call the weirdest shit that can be possibly happening on the fucking earth. Because Kyle goes to great ends, and he's got comments. He's got, we got those private comment pages we have. Kyle gets all these things, some weird shit going on out there in the world. And he has like a ton of them tonight. So we're going to still make laugh a little bit more for a second. Oh, some shit popped up.
It's all right. Just settle down. That's why we have a producer.
Technical difficulties.
Nobody saw that except you and me.
Oh, okay.
So there was no technical difficulty.
I'm going to calm it down, man.
Once again, that's why we have a producer.
Well, I freak out a lot, because every time I put a cigarette down, Kyle's stealing it. I'm losing my mind. All right, we got a comment here by old Dustin Mitchell. Love you, buddy. Old school real men, the kind that could get an eye poked out and worry about it after a beer or 4 after work versus these new sissy millennials.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what
Oh,
you're saying.
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You want us to talk about that? I can talk about that.
We better talk about this shit. I'm getting another beer.
But
I thought you leaned over on me. I was about to throw a fit.
the quick answer to his question, I don't guess there's an answer to that, but the quick answer to his statement. Well, hold on, he's got a part 2 to the statement.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
what that
Okay,
says.
part 2 to a statement.
He may not want us to talk about it. He's telling us a story, which I'm fine with. My dad literally came home one time after he chainsawed his knee, and we didn't know until he came home. Shit faced, didn't even go to the hospital. Yeah, been there, done that.
Done that. Well, I haven't chainsawed my knee.
No, I haven't done that.
But we know what you're talking about, you know. I mean, we've done some stuff like he's talking about. Hell, we've gotten hit in the face with a 2x4 and shit like that, and just thought nothing of it. You know, it's kind of a different toughness than what the toughness is now.
Yeah.
If I could say, I don't know, because I
well, it's called working for a living.
What's that?
You know, and the millennials he's talking about, they don't know what it's like to work for a living. You know, I can't go do that job. They want me to lift this, and that weighs over 20 pounds. I can't be lifting that.
20
Right.
What are they thinking?
No. But no, I mean, I've been there, and I know you've been there, Ed. But I'll tell you what, that does lead to a funny story.
Here we go. We got one.
Well, it's funny to me anyway. Did you get your line?
Got my line.
Got your line in? No. All right. I mean, I know you've been hitting the mouth with the 2x4.
I have.
You know, you hold the shit together, you keep going.
That's why I got that little divot right here. That's why the mustache don't grow right here, folks.
You was determined to get that in, wasn't you?
Got that reverse hip.
Right. You know, I've come home from work, I don't know how many times. The wife just used to get mad. Now she don't even notice it anymore. But, you know, black electrical tape where you slice your finger and you taped it up. And, Tanya, we're so proud of you.
Ignore her spelling. We're working on her.
We don't care. She did good. She's in the
Tanya's in the chat. We love you, girl.
But the one, I mean,
somebody spilled a little beer on their chin. Let me get that off.
I mean, for me, I have seen shit, done shit to myself. You know,
yeah.
I sliced my shoulder open one time. Looked like, you know,
I was trying to steal.
I had like 7 pieces of duct tape holding it together, you know. Come home and the wife's all like, why didn't you go to the hospital? Well, you know, too late now. I had shit to do. But I was watching a buddy of mine one time. He had a screw gun. And he took a screw and run it through a piece of metal and then run it all the way into his finger. Well, it wasn't that bad. Are you all right?
When it's really funny, I cough.
It wasn't that bad, but the screw wouldn't pull out. We had to reach up, reverse the drill, and back the screw out of his finger. Of all the things I've seen people do to each other on job sites and all the cuts and everything I've had on me, I don't know why, but to this day, that running that screw and then having to put on reverse and back it back out, that to me is still just the worst thing I've ever seen, you know. I mean, I've seen cuts that needed like 72 stitches, but that screw, man, that got me, you know.
Hell, I once ripped my damn fingernail.
Oh, no, we're not going there.
All right, we're not going to tell that story because I can't handle it.
I can't handle it. I can't handle nothing having to do with fingernails.
There it is, right there. Tanya was on Dustin's ass to learn how to do the live. I feel for you, Dustin. This sip of beer is for you. Found it, Kyle.
Love you, Dustin. Love you, Tanya. So glad you was able to join us.
Thanks for fixing up Tanya. Because I can't do a show going like, see what Tanya's doing.
And I apologize for Eddie being so rude about it.
She knows I'm giving her hell. She loves me. I love her too. She's awesome.
Have I met Tanya?
No, she's our girl in the office. She's our secretary back here. She's a good girl. We give her hell, but She gives it to us right back.
Right.
I've
But
been
if I
drinking.
walk to the back, I could see Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in between her crying bouts, she will jack us up.
Okay, good.
She'll stand with us toe to toe.
Hey, if you can hang with this one and the group he runs with at the job site, you're all right with me.
Hang in there, Tanya. We're gonna get you on that third grade. I'm just kidding.
This coming from a guy who didn't make it through the 6th grade education.
I was good in sports. Anyway, now I'm sitting there talking about, what Dustin's pointing out here, old school versus, new school. Man, I was doing a job one time, man, I cut my thumb. The whole pad of my thumb came completely off. It was only hanging on right there at the fingernail. The whole meat of that pad.
Right.
Well, I pushed it back over.
Right.
Pushed it back over. I put a little piece of napkin on it, and I taped it up with the thing. But the job I was at, the customer's like, look, that's a bad cut. Yeah, that's like, you need stitches and shit. So, like, I would rather prefer that you go get that handle before you finish this job. And I'm like, all right. So I got this on there, and I got this towel on there. Blood has filled up the towel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the hospital, and they give me stitches, stuff like that. But before they give me stitches, this chick was like, well, what'd you cut it with? And I told her Bloody Mary.
Right.
She's like, what's a Bloody Mary? So I had to explain that. So she's like, well, I want to put it down in this water episode. Did you just tell me to hurry the fuck up?
I did.
I will drop the elbow on you.
I don't like this story.
This ain't
I know, but I don't like it. You're telling it anyway.
I'm going to bypass this story.
Well, now they kind of know the ending. I'm just saying, roll it along.
All right, well, they made me stick it in this water solution with salt and everything else in it. And it was stuck together, so I felt like it was healed. I think we just put a little tape on it. I think we'd be good and this and that. I need to go back. This chick ain't going to let me finish this job.
Right.
So I get a hospital report and some stitches. Well, they give me stitches. They give me like 6 stitches on one side, 6 stitches on the other, and there's like a couple stitches across the pad.
They sewed him up. He went back to work. He was good.
Before they sewed me up, though,
that's the part I don't want to hear.
That nurse came in there. And she like, I really like to look at this. She goes, yeah, it looks like it went back together really good. And I'm like, yeah, it did. So she didn't say a warning shot to me or anything. She grabbed it. She ripped it the fuck back open. And I immediately tensed up like, oh, we're going to fight to the death. And I was like, you did that on purpose. She was like, I had to look on the inside of it. And I was like, that really fucking hurt. I said, that hurt.
Before we get off of the wound story, I'd like to tell one of mine, just a little lighter story than what yours is.
We're not going to tell the rest of the story.
That's the rest of the story. She peeled it back. He screamed like a girl. Got mad. She sewed it up. He went back to work. Story's over.
Okay.
See, learn how to tell a story.
I do know how to tell a story. My stories are fucking funny.
They are. My stories are short and condensed.
And they're giggly. Mine are long and funny. His are short and giggly.
I was in an attic one day. And you know what a nail plate is. For those of y'all watching, it's what it sounds like. It's a metal plate. It holds 2 boards together.
It's got like 100 fucking nails sticking through
Right,
it.
exactly. 100 freaking nails sticking through it.
They hurt.
Well, I've been in this attic for 2 or 3 hours. It's probably 120 degrees up there. You can imagine how much I'm sweating.
And this fucker don't sweat. He just fucking glistens.
I do. That's what I do.
All right, slap fuck at him.
So as I'm done, the job's over. I'm dragging drills and crap behind me. I'm walking out, and I hit the dang rafters. It knocked my hat up, and that nail plate hit me right in the head.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it didn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Just one of them things where you go, well, damn, fix your hat and keep on going. Didn't hurt at all. So I come crawling out of the attic and I'm getting all my stuff together. Well, the woman living at the house walks out and starts freaking out.
He's hideous to look at.
Well, I don't know what the hell she's freaking out about. And wanting to take me to the hospital, and oh my God, and she's got her phone. I don't even know if we had 911 back then, but she's trying to call an ambulance. And I'm like, hey, what is, So I go out and I look at the big mirror on the side of my truck. I don't know if we got any wrestling fans watching, but if you ever watched a match, particularly like Ric Flair, you know, where
One of the kings.
they're like red from here all the way to their chin and it's dripping off. Well, that's what I looked like. My entire face was just completely covered in blood. But I mean, it wasn't blood. It was sweat that had a few drops of blood in it, but it looked like I was just massively pouring blood everywhere.
You don't have that.
So I get her to quit freaking out. She brings me towels and all of that, and I wipe it all off. I go look in the mirror again. You can't even see the holes in my head. I mean, I'm sure there was like 10 of them, but they're just so minute.
Yeah.
But I always wish if that had been when we had camera phones and all that, I'd have got a picture of that. Because I don't think Ric Flair had nothing on me. I mean, I had the shit dripping off my chin, Of course, like I said, it was cool. It was all sweat, no blood, or very little blood.
Yeah, blood's a tricky little monster like that. Yeah, like I hit one time, like just the corner of my eye one time.
Yeah.
And blood just poured right down over my eye and down my face.
Yeah.
And I was working at a lumber company back then, an older one. And the customer was a lot older than me. He walked right up to me, grabbed a dirty ass fucking rag off the forklift and went like that to me.
What kind of rag?
Dirty ass freaking rag.
Okay.
No drink on that one. I said freaking. But and it was raining out, so I guess that was helping it pour. He's like, "Oh, you all right? That rain's making it look like it's worse than it is."
Yep.
Like, I think so. You mind if I go look at it real quick and take an aspirin real quick? Because it hurts pretty good, bud.
We have got to get off of the injuries. We're going to have to move the show forward.
All right.
But you talking about that rag reminds me of another time. I walked into a shop that we worked at, and we had them old red shop towels that they always brought us.
Oh, yeah.
Same people who brought you uniforms would bring you the red shop towels. Well, you don't know who had that shop towel last.
Right, yeah.
And so I picked one of them red shop towels. I'm dripping sweat. I'm hot. It's hot outside. Well, my guess, after the fact is apparently maybe like a machine shop had that one last. So I take this towel and I go like this and I wipe my face with it and make the perfect slice down my forehead. I mean, just little. It didn't. I wasn't hurt.
Sliver of metal.
It had a little sliver of metal, and I run that thing straight down my forehead.
I think he told me that story like years ago.
Yeah.
And because of that story, every time I get a shop rag, I like hold it up and look at it.
Right.
Make sure there ain't metal and shit in it.
Yeah, I guess a perfect little slice. I mean, just straight down my head.
All right, Kyle's right. We need to get off the bleeding, the old school. Dustin, you're right. The old school, I wish I'd have known you that. Me and him would have hung out and had some good times.
Yeah, any story we just told right now, any of today's young men, if that happened to them, they'd have been in the hospital. They'd be off work for the next 6 days. They'd have been, it's.
I need 8 weeks to recoup.
Men ain't men no more. That's the bottom line to it. Men ain't men no more.
Except my boy Dustin. That's a hard working son of a bitch right there. You my boy, Blue.
I'm not saying none of them are out there. I'm just saying the majority.
I'm going to shout out to Zach that commented earlier. He also works with me. He's a working little son of a bitch too.
Right. Well, once again, once again, I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm just saying they're a lot more few and far between than they used to be.
Yeah. There's a couple out there, but they ain't what they used to be.
When I grew up, by the time I was 6 or 7, I was working with my dad.
Yeah.
And if he asked for a 3/4 inch coupling for an electrical, for a piece of EMT, I better come back with 3/4 inch coupling for EMT or my ass was in trouble. But, as I got older, I was hauling hay. I worked on a ranch for years.
Yeah.
And all of this is before I'm even old enough to work.
Yeah.
Nowadays, kids want to get a summer job and it's, got to be in an air conditioned building with,
Well, I know, because I'm 38 now. maybe 40. I'm like 42 years old now.
You was 42 when Jesus arrived.
Hey, that bitch threw great parties. Anyways, those were the best parties. Anyways,
Never run out of wine, did you?
not one time. Anyways, we're gonna get off all that shit. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, we worked a little different, because bosses would put hands on you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know we keep trying to get away, but then another story comes up.
Right. I'll
Man,
make this one really quick,
Yeah.
But where I work now, every once in a while, people get confused with the company money and their money, and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, first off, just want to make it known, I don't steal. Wouldn't ever think of even stealing from one of my bosses. But
Is there a raise involved?
Back in the day, I wasn't, or none of us, we weren't concerned that, if I steal something from him, he's going to call the police or he may fire me. No, back in the day, if they caught you doing some shit like that, they'd take your ass out behind one of the buildings and they would whoop your ass. And I have worked in construction jobs and maintenance jobs, or not maintenance, but refrigeration jobs my entire life. And I can honestly say all of my bosses, if they wanted to take me out back and whoop my ass, I'm pretty sure they could have. I mean, there wasn't a question. But no, there wasn't no, I'll call the cops or I'm going to fire you. No, they would take you out back and whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I've seen it many a times.
Well, I'm not trying to say anything on me here, but I know what you're talking about.
Over a roll of duct tape. But go ahead.
Duct tape's expensive. And that's an important part of your tools. But I once got a foreman job position for fighting the foreman.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yep.
This motherfucker came to my job. I was just a hand. The next day came up, I was the foreman of the yard. But I was younger then. I was a lot more spry. I think I was like 27, 28, 30, somewhere around there. But this is that old school stuff.
Exactly.
I had a boss. Ran up on me one time. Now I'm an old dog and I just bark a lot, but I used to be a lot bigger dog and I used to be a lot tougher dog from what I heard. I had a better bite. Now I just bark. I'm just an old man now. But anyways, back in my heyday, I had a boss that was a pain in the ass. And it was an issue where there was other people involved. People were talking shit. And it got to the point where me and him went to the rope barn at the same time to get rope for this loadout. And I'm like, hey, how's it going, man? He's like, hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm like, yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Let me tell me something, bitch.
I just looked at him like, yeah. He said, you ever feel froggy and you feel green? You just fucking jump, you son of a bitch. And I was like,
all right.
He's like, I'm hearing the talks, brother. I ain't said a fucking word about you. And he's like, yeah, I'm here to tell you right now. If you ever feel froggy and you feel green, you just jump. Well, I jumped. I jumped and I kind of got up in that ass a little bit and tore him up. And he threw some punches on me and I threw some more punches on him. And next thing I know, next day, some keys were taken away from him. He was fired and I was the foreman of the job. But that was a long time ago. That's how things went. It was like a hierarchy in Russia. You had to kill the king to take over the country.
Right. All right, moving on.
Nowadays, I'm like, you want to just arm wrestle?
New subject.
New subject.
I've been working. No.
Oh, we ain't ready yet. I was about to throw it on there, but we ain't ready.
I've been working with Eddie, trying to get his reading and writing and arithmetic built up.
Arithmetic, the 3 yards.
So I just have a small paragraph I'd like for you to read for us, just to show off your reading skills.
You questioning my reading skills?
Yeah, I just want you to read a short paragraph for me.
I went to Tarleton for a little bit.
Are you going to read the paragraph?
I'm going to read this paragraph for Kyle.
Thank you.
Swear to God, I need my glasses. Can we put it up in the center of the screen?
Oh, my God.
Issues.
I told you to get the whining out of the way early.
All right. I'm going to read a thing for Kyle here.
Start with the headline.
All right. Swimmer trapped by beach balls.
That sounds interesting, don't it?
Trapped by beach balls. All right, let's see how this goes. Is that the whole story right there?
That's the whole story. I just want to know if you can read it for me or not. Because I got to have my old man glasses to read it and all that. I figured you could handle it.
All right. A swimmer is trapped by beach balls. This has got to be Florida. A man got a nasty surprise when he tried to get out of his deck chair and found his testicles had become stuck between two slats of wood. Mario Viznicek had been swimming naked off of Valentine Beach in Croatia. Croatia. That's like a Russian Florida.
So that's the word you get out of this is Croatia. Not the fact that his balls are stuck. You get Croatia. But go ahead.
Well, I got to read the story and then we're going to comment about all this stupid shit.
All right, we'll go.
All right. Volta Beach in Croatia, and his testicles had shrunk in the cool sea. When he sat down, they slipped through the slats, and then as he lay in the sun, they expanded back to normal size. He was freed after he called beach maintenance services on his mobile phone, and they sent a member of staff to cut the deck chair in half. Okay. This is some legit shit. This happened like a long fucking time ago. Because I remember it's like every freaking damn lifeguard movie and TV show out there.
Right.
Somebody got their balls stuck in a fucking chair. But could you imagine sitting down, your balls are shrunk up because you've been in cold water? You sit down in this chair and your balls fall. At some point, was he naked?
Well, yeah, it says in the article he was swimming naked.
Oh, that's right.
But they're in Croatia. I'm sure it was all legal. He was at a beach where that was allowed.
Yeah, it might have been one of them nudist things in Croatia, Russia, Florida.
Texas.
I ain't never done that shit.
I have. But that's a different story.
Moving on.
That's a story for another
Moving
day.
on. Don't want to hear them stories I sit by you. You know?
I've been naked in that chair.
We gotta get new chairs. That's tomorrow's project. Before this show starts again, we're getting non-squeaking, non-screwed in chairs for Ed City. Is there like shit on here? I mean,
no. I just wanted you to read the story for me. I mean,
that's a screwed up thing. Could you imagine though, just sitting in that chair and you kind of nod off for a minute, and you go to get up real quick?
Yeah, and your balls.
The whole chair right there, and all of a sudden everything hurt. Oh.
My problem is though, I wouldn't have had to call for lifeguards because as soon as I realized what happened, them motherfuckers would have shrunk right back up again.
I think I would have took my fist and broke the fucking thing before I called somebody. Like, hey man, some shit just went down. Because somebody hold my shit to the side and cut this fucking board. And they'd be like, "You okay?" No, I got this. I'm going to handle this. Okay. Kyle says we're not, but I think we are in Kyle's episode here.
I think we're getting close.
This is what I like to call Kyle's 12 minutes of weird ass shit news. He goes into the most god awful places and finds the most screwed up freaking news that you can find out there. It's the most goofiest shit that I've come across. But it has some funny stories in it. So, Kyle, won't you lead us down this path that we may not sleep through the night on it?
Well, I'm going to, you seem to get so upset about this.
It's not upset, but it's the weirdest stories I've ever heard. It's like, where did they come from?
But so I thought I'd ease you into it. I just found a little video. I ain't gonna lie, it's on Twitter. I saw a little video and I thought, I like that. I probably don't have no comments about it, but it's something I think our fans should be able to watch. So, you ready to do this?
Should we get them to sign a thing?
A waiver?
A waiver?
Turn the volume up, guys, because here we go.
Turn your volume up. If I got to hear it, you got to hear it. What?
Fellowship.
Yeah, Hillary. Okay.
I just liked it. I thought we should share,
In case you younger folks don't understand, several years ago, Epstein got caught for being the biggest pedophile in America.
And allowing all his friends to join the party.
Yeah, all these rich ass political people. Fix that screen.
I commandant, my bad.
But I like the fact that it was set to Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
The pedo ship.
Yeah, I like that. The pedo ship was lost. And then it names names,
Yeah, all of them.
I don't want
all involved in that shit.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, or we're going to end up getting all political. And oh no, he said he couldn't hear it. I told it to turn the volume on.
You couldn't hear that? If this is like that, who did it better than I singing a song than everybody else singing? Well, we may have to try that again.
Yeah, let me do a little producer's work here.
Technical issue, Kyle's fault. Got that widescreen again, and Kyle's working on something.
But they can't see that.
Okay, I get that. But he's going to replay it here, but it's a song made to Gilligan's Island. And it's about the whole Epstein thing with all the pedophiles going to that island of his and getting away with all the shit they got away with, which they should have been all hung. And that was kind of a screwed up deal. I like how Epstein was like the one who like, I hung myself.
Right.
Here we go.
They ought to be here. They just go to volume.
Just sit right back and hear a tale of a deep state brick that started with the CIA and a dude with an egg-shaped dick. The mate was a mighty predator, must give a new cure. 5 pedophiles set sail that day for a 3-island tour, a free Epstein Island tour. Weather started getting rough, the pedo ship was tossed. Caught by the courage of the police and Q-Team, Epstein would be lost. Jeffrey Epstein paid the cost. The ship set ground on the shore with these satanic pedophiles, with Bill again and Prince Andrew, some billionaires and their wives, the movie stars, and the rest lost here on Billionaires Island.
Right. All right.
So, yeah.
Let me fix this screen real quick. I don't want to get yelled at again.
Yeah, Epstein was kind of screwed up. I mean, that was a twisted thing. There's a lot of shit on the news about that.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. So I'm going to leave it up to you. This is my segment. Remember?
We're on Kyle's segment now.
So, do you want to hear about the 2,000-year-old sex toy, or do you want to hear about Valentine's Day?
A 2,000-year-old sex toy.
Yeah.
I have no idea where you get your news from. I am not involved on where he gets his news from.
Well, this one I would like to brag about just a little bit. It was actually sent in by one of our viewers.
Okay, whoever that viewer is, I just want you to know, you need your ass whooped. You're looking at some bad shit.
Nah, it's good stuff.
Evidently, we're going to it. So,
well, if I can get over my technical difficulties here, we're going to it.
Technical difficulty number, Kyle's fault again. So Kyle's trying to get his technical difficulties out of the way.
Right. All right, we'll go to the phallus.
Well, that word right there just has to tell you that this was all about a penis. Because MSK indicates he knows what a phallus is. Why is
All
this
right.
paper so fucking hard to rip out?
I don't know. All right. 2,000-year-old phallic object may be the first known ancient Roman sex toy. New study finds. We're going to pull it down just a little bit, let y'all actually see the sex toy.
It looks like the first baseball bat.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and read the whole article to y'all, but because I've already read it. And
So somebody dug this up and said this must have been a sex toy in the year 01.
well, now they come to that conclusion because where it was found. It was found, in the richer people's places.
The ruins.
Yeah. And it was with all their nice clothing and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that wasn't just, a piece of wood that somebody threw in there. They used it for something. Now, it also says it was 6 inches long, and the picture doesn't show it real well, but you can kind of see where they made like a head on it right there. But
just twisted.
But to go deeper into it,
How wide is that so much?
Pretty damn wide from the looks of the picture.
Well, 6 inches. It may not have the length, but it looks like it's got the girth.
Well, now this is the funny part. It's 6 inches, but they say that wood that is that old shrinks. So they're assuming it was like 9 to 10 inches back in the day that it was in use.
I want you to find a better hobby.
now they've narrowed it down, and they've said that they pretty much think that was a sex toy. But it also could have been one of them grinders that you use to grind up medicine.
Yeah,
or herbs.
That's what I would
or
think it
whatever.
was. It looks to me like the small end's the handle, and you beat the shit out of somebody. But if you're just putting it, in other places,
Well, yeah, but what do you call that thing? You put it in a bowl and you grind the
it's like a
medicine
crucible and the grinder.
Yeah, close enough.
Pexel or something like that.
Or they thought it could have just been a good luck charm. So, which in my messed up brain, I just picture them standing there 2,000 years ago, and it's like, oh, we've had such bad luck. We need something for good luck, What do y'all use to bring luck to your village? Oh, we sacrifice virgins.
They did that shit.
Into the volcanoes, and it bring the gods love us and all that. How do you bring luck to your village? Oh, we bring in the medicine woman. She pleasures herself. So we got good luck everywhere. I mean, it could have been a triple use deal. You grind your medicine with it today. You do your thing with it tonight, and you get good luck because
you kill
the
your
gods
neighbor
love
with
it.
the other end. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's an odd. That's I almost plot to get a splinter. You're right.
Yeah, I'd hate to get a splinter off of that. Of course, I don't have I wouldn't be using it. But,
Right. I'm not using that's Kyle's thing.
Hey.
So we're moving on to this next thing of Kyle's news segment.
Here we go.
Should I read that off?
Not yet.
All right, then. We're
You
going to
should
wait just a second.
Get it on the screen first.
Got to share it.
All right. We got her on the screen.
All right. 37 bizarre Valentine Day gifts that will woo the weirdo in your life.
All right. What I thought we could do here, Ed, is we'll just scroll through. I don't think we need to talk about all 37 of them.
What kind of sights are you looking at?
But this one here is...
That looks like an electric shaver almost.
It is. It's a combination razor
Oh.
and vibrator.
Oh.
A razor that doubles as a vibrator.
We actually got that happening at work. Well, I ain't going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring that up. We've been teasing this girl at work. She shaves her whole face and everything. I ain't going to tease her right now. But it's like on that same fucking thing right there.
But I figured we just kind of quickly scroll through the list and, you tell me if anything jumps out at you.
Okay, this is some of Kyle's bizarre, weird ass shit he goes to.
All right, next on the list. Oh, Lexi Luna sex doll.
That chick almost looked
I
lifelike.
was going to say, which one of them two would you do?
I would do the live chick because the other ones, her boobs look like they're hanging down as a front butt.
Till you get that robe off, then I bet they.
But look how far they're hanging down. That's a more sag than you see in a cow's udder.
Hell of a spot to get a splinter. Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, moving on.
Moving on.
The sex doll didn't turn you on. All right, this one you're going to like.
What you talking about the shit I say and do? What are you trying to turn this into here, man?
Dual pump action penis game.
Oh my God, Kyle.
Now, the idea is.
Oh my God. Our viewers dropped.
The idea is that you pump this thing and we'll see who can make it squirt out fastest.
Is it like ice cream in it or something?
I don't know, but I'm not putting my mouth up to it to find out.
I don't think either. And I'm not going to be player two.
Right. Let's make that a little bigger where they can see it. Well,
That's just hideous.
that didn't do nothing for you. Moving on.
Oh my goodness.
We got a penis-shaped charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
Penis shaped. I'm not eating ham off that.
moving on. Now, this one we could get into. This
All
bud's
right.
for you.
This Bud's for you gift set. Looks like it's a 6-pack of Budweiser with I guess a dozen roses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby, I fucked up, but let's get drunk and have makeup sex.
Now these are Valentine. We should have done this
Yes,
show like
these
last
are-
week.
Right, but we wasn't here last week.
That's right. We were sick.
Yeah. All right, moving on. All right, here's one.
Porn film scripts autographed by adult star Siri Doll.
So you can get the porn film script. I mean, how big is that script gotta be?
I mean, it's only like 3 words like, ugh, I'm done. Get off me.
Exactly. All right. Dude walks in, says he can't fix the sink. Y'all bang for 45 minutes. You holler, oh. I mean, how long can the script be?
Mercy.
Moving on.
All right.
Underwear that shows teddy bears humping. Not really interested. Nah.
That's a pass.
Although there was one up earlier that was underwear. That's a costume.
Sexy.
There we go.
Beavers.
Cream-filled beavers. That is to combat the cream-filled penis waffles that we have discussed in the past.
Kyle's got some fucked up shit. Cream-filled beavers. Okay. I'm not buying those. But
I'd buy them before I bought the cream-filled penises.
penis waffles.
Yeah.
It's taking a turn.
Well,
Scroll down.
All right,
Scroll down.
let's
What
see
else
what
you
else
got?
we got. Oh, that looks promising.
All right, now.
I'm just going to leave it on her for a second. Let the viewers look at
Everybody
that.
take a moment. Just enjoy.
Right. Vibrating love hammer. And it's not even hammer. It's ham up.
Ham up. All right.
I think that pretty much explains itself.
Think of how excited your Valentine will be when you take this vibrator from your tool chest and say, "It's hammer time."
Real quick, Carol.
This one's kind of funny. I got to admit, this one's kind of funny.
Reminds me of the first time I ever went into a porn shop.
Oh my goodness.
And I went in with my brother-in-law. But the very first thing I saw, and I got to make sure I'm on camera for this, was one of them big rubber fists like this.
No.
Yeah, big rubber fist. That's all Well, I was done. You got to remember now, I'm like 18, 17,
Throw my bear away on that one.
It's like, I'm done. I'm not even ever going to have sex again because I can't compete with that.
Nobody compete with a fist.
Why would a woman use that? All right, moving on from that. What the?
Oh, what the hell is that?
It looks like a penis or a vagina on somebody's head.
And she looks.
It's pussy pops. Yeah.
A lollipop in the shape of a woman's sex organ might not seem to be in good taste, but it sure tastes good. I wonder what the flavor is of that bitch.
I don't know, but I'd try. I would give that a try.
Viagra and tampon?
Snore reduced. Moving on.
Moving on.
Single, married, and divorced twins.
That's just, we got to get them drunk to screw thing.
Right. Wine bottle that looks suspiciously like a sex organ. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, they're going to get drunk and they're going to do things with that bottle.
Yeah, all I can see is I see a trip to the emergency room.
Yeah. Ain't nobody taking that.
Whoa, what we got here?
Gold-plated.
Prostate. Moving on.
Moving on. That's not something we want to see there.
Fleece blanket of X-Men. Moving on. Oh, a grenade?
With a penis in it.
Grenade-shaped male vibrator. Okay, no. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what's she about to do to that bottle?
I don't know.
I think I know. Rose bottle bong. All right.
All right, so that's a bong. All right, that's just weed.
I don't smoke, so it's all right. Oh, well, I guess that's for guys that have little hands.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this whole segment.
Extra finger dildo.
There's something unique about this dildo. I just can't put my finger on it. All right, that's some piss poor fucking advertising right there.
All right. Heart-shaped splash pool.
Yeah.
I guess if she's in... Oh, we got an alien here. What's that?
Alien sex toy.
I guess you shove his head up your twat.
Does your Valentine find sex toys alienating? Well, maybe they will find this a little more something extra. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
That looks like a slingshot.
Yeah, we're not interested. Pot
nugget pillow. Everybody's jumping on that. That's a pillow full of weed.
Oh yeah, that'll sell for more than $9.95.
Spider-Man. Oh, that's a sculpture.
Rose-shaped suction vibrator. Oh,
no, not feeling that one.
I love me.
It's so dope.
Romantic rolling papers.
Oh.
All right, so we're moving on to all the dope smokers. Ow! A tale of two titties.
Yeah, I like titties.
Coming alive with color.
Well, goodness.
Naughty nudes, color and bug. I think this has run its course.
I think we're done with this.
It was there. I thought I'd take a look at it, but I think that one ran its course.
All right, so that was Kyle's segment of the weird shit news that he finds. We love him, Kyle, but he finds some weird shit.
So, what I'd like to say is, as I said at the beginning of the show, if y'all will look right below us, you'll see Facebook, you'll see Twitter. Hit us up on both of them. Send us your ideas. Find your own shit on there.
Yeah. Send us. I mean,
instead of Kyle's weird shit, we'll just change it over to what the viewers have sent us.
But we like Kyle's weird shit news. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get us wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not him. He's not.
It's nothing you'll ever see anywhere else.
He's not a twisted psychopathic fuck, but he finds his shit. It's like, what the hell is this doing out there?
A little bit twisted.
He is out there. But anyways, so we're about to end this.
Yeah, we're at the hour 10 mark.
Oh, so we went a little extra for you guys.
Went a little over, and I hope they enjoyed the penis beavers and all of that.
The penis beavers.
But, yeah, I think
were they peanut butter filled?
I said cream filled.
Cream filled.
I don't know what cream it was, so I'm probably going to stay away from them.
we're gonna stay off of that one right now.
But
But
unless anybody's got anything for us, I think it's time we say goodnight.
I'd say we should hit the music. Let's get out here. Hit that subscribe button. Come watch and have us a few beers to last next week. Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we need y'all to hit that subscribe button. We really do.
Hit them views.
And hey, before I hit this music, I just want everybody to know when you get up tomorrow, do something to make somebody else laugh. There you go. Put your move on. I can't do it.
Where's Jim?
I try.
Good try. That's it for yourself.
That's all right. I
Yeah.
did.
Try to flick that ear. See you next week.